Hey Jack, good to see you back in the gym, mate.
Oh yeah, nice to be here.
I understand you come back from a COVID test you had to have. That put a little bit of an interruption in your training.
Well, yeah, a little bit. I was a little bit run down, but I think there's something going around, and luckily it wasn't COVID.
Yeah.
It took a little while for the test to come back, but I tried to do as much training as I could during that. So yeah, a bit of a scare, but nothing too bad.
Yeah, so it hasn't interrupted you too much.
No, not too much, not too much.
That's great, mate. Well, another hugely exciting fight coming up. We've obviously got you a heavyweight boxing Andrew Osborne again over 5'2". So Southport Boxing Club heavyweight title on the line for this one, and you two seem to gel really well. You know what I mean? It looks like a really exciting fight. Identical records, 4-1. So you're fairly experienced. You both guys know what you're doing. But you're that little bit heavier, Jack. And you seem to look to try and impose that during the little spar we saw, whereas Oz was more trying to punch and move, really won't be the box fighter. So do you see that as the way the fight's going to play out? Is that the way you're thinking of? Do you kind of use your size to bully him maybe a little bit, or do you think you're going to box a little bit differently?
I think, to be honest with you, one of the things that stood out of our sparring match is both of us seem to have the ability to adapt. So,
yeah.
I think as good as sparring with him was, I think we both got the same mentality of we both want to box and we both want to put on a good fight rather than just knock each other's lights out. We both want to show off what our skills are, and if that turns out that me being heavier and bigger is what works, then that's what we'll use. But if I need to move, I'll move as well.
Yeah, I mean, it did look really good. I mean, obviously, both of you showed great skills, but both of you were landing. I mean, that was the interesting thing about the match. You were both sort of good defensively, but you could sort of kind of figure out the other guy's defense and get through, and then you had to make changes. So it did look like a fascinating fight. I mean, I wouldn't call it a chess match because it was kind of all action, but it was intriguing. So, and I think, obviously, and as both of you said, we want to do this over 5-2s. We really can't showcase what we need to do unless we get that length of fight. So, I think it's going to be really interesting with seeing you two come through it. And how is your training going, Jack? After that little blip, you're back in the gym. You've got 5 weeks to go. I mean, how are you feeling? Is everything coming together nicely?
Yeah, everything's going well. I didn't stop over lockdown, so I was still training sort of 5 days a week over lockdown. Still, trying to improve. That's the main thing. I might be a little bit late into boxing in terms of age, but I love to learn, and I've just learned week in, week out with boxing. I'm a little bit addicted to it, to be fair. So it's been going well. I've been varying it up and doing different things. So I haven't really been putting before this much into sort of strength training and that sort of thing. But I've added a strength training session to my weekly sessions, and it seems to be going well.
Yeah. That's brilliant, Jack. Well, we're really looking forward to this humdinger fight of yours on the 31st. And we're also really looking forward to your updates. Let us know how it's fitting in with work, how it's fitting in with family, any little tricks you got and how you're feeling. I'm really looking forward to seeing it and building up to that big fight on the night. Thanks for joining us, Jack.
Nice one. Thanks for your time. Cheers.
Thanks, mate.